Welcome to A Place Forbidden, another game off the PlayStation Haunted demo disc. No difficulty selection this time. The Library of Ouroboros is finally here. It's almost anticlimactic If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Words of power, occult learnings, enough to transcend death, it will be mine. All of it. I just need to know where to look. Settings. No, everything's fine. Guess there's no... Crouch. Why would I need to crouch? A transcript. I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone. Not like I should. Rather, there's no one with me. But that's not to say there's nothing around. It's difficult to explain, but an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background of all the while I can hear snatches of whispers. But only just barely, like something is conversing with me, just out of my range of hearing, just as something is watching just out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. I don't remember how I got there, and I can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways upon. Hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still. And yet I get a feeling like I mustn't open any of them whatever I do. There's a pull towards them, of course. The sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope to on Earth. But there's a danger, a vague creeping danger, the feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Who or what it might be, I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in, or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms. But eventually, after time, I don't really hear them so much as feel them. Look no further, look no further, look no further. And then I wake. And every time I feel farther from this world, to be honest, Doctor, I hope it's all in my imagination. I hope I'm afflicted with some kind of mania. Because a place like that can't exist. Shouldn't exist. And if it does, then I can only hope that no one else would be so unfortunate to visit it. Biographies. I've heard of none of these people. Almanacs. Useless. The door isn't mobile. I can only imagine what strange arcane secrets lie behind its varnished surface. Hello? Nope. Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. This section contains mostly horror novels. How droll. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from more obscure wings of science. Interesting, but not what I'm looking for. Hey man, you don't diss horror books. Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. Locked. Damn. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Barents enters, followed closely by the librarian. Barents is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable as per usual. Oh, it's Bernice. Fuck. But my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand and takes him onto the couch beside her. Fine then, if you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you've been talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear now how I can stop a human heart but with a word? Goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then of course you shall. He leans close into Bernice's ear, who closes her eyes as in expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch, too curious for her own good. He stands reaching for one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory, I don't know how to pronounce that, look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does, the same so's scene. Ah, god damn it. So does the scene. Darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case where the librarian has decided to leave, sitting on top of the minister's wedding desk. Goodness gracious. A partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros wasn't so much built as it simply came to be. That much we've been able to glean from early, murky tales about a certain endless structure, rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mythic, who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Many of these travelers' accounts from the places were the same. Endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sound without any visible sources. But rarely were there many tangible details aside from these characteristics and the font of knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This, of course, changed in approximately 670 when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She was reportedly wild-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams, much the same as her fellows. But she claimed that these dreams became reality briefly, and that she was at one point even visited that bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark, amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge should she only pledge herself to it. Though the mythic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In the fact, she spoke no further. Withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her traveling anew, she was never seen or heard from again. The testimony is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder if tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man. What other truths could lie buried deep in the past, should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden underneath. I fucking heard whispering. On the Founder, they came to us, the domain, a blank canvas in the cosmos from the places unknown, and oldest time. They have existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of Ur. Longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things, they have always been. They saw the ruin that coursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy. And with entropy went items of worth, and it was that worth that they sought out to salvage. Not things, ideas, thoughts, powers, intangible. Through the years, they reached for their powers, and were immense. Through eons, they snatched up secrets, dark and light, but it wasn't long before it all became too much, even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book, and they're placed a single piece of lined paper with an untidy scrawl standing upon it in red ink. The key to go further could have been deciphered from the last word of each of these books, but I tore them out so I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, make out a single word scratched is not written into the inner cover. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it made after the note was placed. Telephone. Okay. Something about the telephone. Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We are sure you're aware the Library of Ouroboros is located in a picturesque part of Britain, atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships obviously bereft of their own libraries refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. We hope you'll take your time pursuing our vast store of literatures, non-fictions, fictions, occult knowledge, and cursed knowledge. Words to melt the eyes of anyone who reads them. I don't know what that means, of murder and otherwise. You'll certainly have time enough, Bernard. You'll certainly have time enough. A key. Hey, wait. Can I pick that? No. Ah, can't go through that door. Okay. Ouroboros. That book mentioned my name. A coincidence, nothing more. Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in the German city of Ulberg? Such a small, unassuming font, as if by looking so plain, it might hide it from the rest of the world. Huh. So that's... Can't look at that book, or that book. Oh. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret, they'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger, or a librarian that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case towards the window seems a good place, any place to start. Towards the window. A frigid scene. There was no fog outside earlier. Locked as well. Damn. What are you? Oh, you're a little piece of dust. Nothing there. Nothing there either. Aces win. Alright. What are we looking for? At this case here. Nothing to grab around here or read. Is there something... A frigid scene. There was an outside. Frigid scene. There was no... Hold on. Hey, wait. That wasn't like that earlier. What if I... go this way now? Still only 3 books on that shelf. Still nothing on the telephone. No calls, no nothing. Nothing. Okay. What do they mean by... Hmm. A dead plant. Now, what do they mean about checking the bookcase by here? Is there something on the ground to be looking for? A particular book? So there are numbers of squares, big ones and little ones. So that's 1 tiny square. 2 tiny squares. So 2 tiny squares. So look for tiny squares. 3 tiny squares. 4. 5. 6. 6 tiny squares. This is 6. Wait. So 6 tiny squares. How many medium squares are there? There's 1. No, that's a large square. So 1 medium. 2. This is messing with me. What? Wait. Hold on. Green books. Red books. Brown books. Blue books. Alright, so there's 1, 2. Hmm. I need to think about this for a second and go use the bathroom. Wait. Wait. 8, 4, 3, 1? No. 4, 8, 3, 1? No. Hmm. Sorry, I got an important message. Hold on. Let me just look through this again. Hold on. Hold on a fucking second. There's 3 of those. Wait. All these books and I've been. Well, let's try. 4, 6, 5. Oh! Cool! Finally, hoping that's last of the locks. I don't think so, Bernard. You have a flashlight. Nothing in here. Hmm. Looks like someone tried to board this room off. I can't remove these nails with my hands. Yes, we can, Bernard. You just need to get handy. I never felt threatened by a chair before. Sir. Screwdriver. Perfect. How does a screwdriver... So that's where the mumblings are coming from. Uh... What the fuck? Picked up, you'll regret it, you'll regret it, you'll regret it, you'll regret it. Oh no. Something is wrong. I need to leave now. Oh god. I don't like the looks of this. Something is scratching its way into my head.
Your mind is small. Your mind is fragile. A tiny fissure here, a little force there. No more burnout. We could make you a shambling husk. Make you walk these halls forever. But we see your curiosity, your potential. We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
Uh-oh. Thank you for visiting our library. Huh. Just exit it? Yeah, just exit out the game. Alright. Damn. I guess that's the end of that game. Place Forbidden. I guess we'll find out what the next demo game's gonna be. See y'all next time.